What? You want me to teach right now? I'm watching the Olympics. I think I'll have to send a sub in. Thanks. So tell me when. Super teacher! All right. So today we're going to learn about measurements for weight, metric and customary unit. We've already done length, so it should be easy to do because we'll just do it the same steps. So remember when we did length, we did 3 yards equals how many feet? I put in the front. All right, so remember when we were doing measurement for length and we had to convert it and we went from yards to feet. We knew that there are 3 feet in 1 yard, so 3 times 3 is 9. So remember, anytime, and this should already be in your notes, but just remember, anytime you're going from a big unit to a small unit, you multiply. So think of the inverse. Anytime you're going from a small unit to a big unit, you divide. So keep that in mind, and you should have this in your notes, but now you've got it again, and this is lesson 77, so this should be your lesson 77 notes. Okay, so today we're going to do weight. And who remembers how many ounces are in a pound? 16, good. So 16 ounces equals 1 pound. Who remembers how many pounds are? Okay, so how many pounds are in a ton? 2,000, good. 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. Okay, so let's just do a little practice real quick. So if I have 3 pounds, how many ounces is that? Remember, if we're going from a big unit to a small unit, and pounds are bigger than ounces, we're going to multiply. And there's 16 ounces in a pound, so 3 times 16 is 48 ounces. Good job. All right, let's do tons. What if we have 3,000 tons? 4,000 pounds equals how many tons? Okay, remember, there are 2,000 pounds in a ton. So we are going to divide by 2,000 because we're going from a small unit to a big. So 4,000 divided by 2,000 is, good, 2 tons. All right, so now let's try going to the metric system. And we'll do some more examples after the end, but if you have all this, you can just keep on going on with the video. So let's do metric. Okay, let's remember our prefixes. Remember what the prefix milli means? It means 1,000, like there are 1,000 years in a millennium, there are 1,000 legs on a millipede, and we have milligrams with the metric unit. So we're going to have milligrams. You need to know 1,000, take notes. 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram. And the other thing we need to know is how many grams there are in a kilogram. So there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. And I haven't come up with a good shortcut for kilo, but we've been learning, and kilometer was 1,000 meters, so a kilogram is 1,000 grams, so remember that. And then we have 1,000 kilograms equals 1 metric ton. Okay, let's do an example. So what if I have 4,000 milligrams? How many grams will that be? So we're going from the smaller unit to the big unit. So we're going to divide, and there are 1,000 milligrams in a gram. So 4,000 divided by 1,000 is 4. And now let's try a different one. We've got 2 kilograms, and we want to know how many grams that is. Sit down and behave. 2 kilograms equals how many grams? So we said that there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram, and a kilogram's bigger. So we're going from a big to a small, so we're going to multiply by 1,000. So 2,000 grams. Okay, pause. Okay, here we go. All right, here's example 1. A large elephant weighs about 4 tons. About how many pounds does a large elephant weigh? So we have 4 tons, and we want to convert it to pounds. So we're going from a big unit to a small unit. And so we are going to multiply. And there were 2,000 pounds in a ton. So 4 times 2,000 is 8,000. Okay, let's try the next example. Mrs. Mosteller has a dog that is overweight. Her kids' friends call her Speed Bump. If she weighs 10 kilograms, how many grams does she weigh? Okay, try it yourself for a minute. And now let's see. So Speed Bump weighs 10 kilograms, and we want to know how many grams. So we're going from a big unit to a small unit, and kilo means 1,000. So 10 times 1,000 is 10,000 grams. Okay, next example. And you can read it yourself. Okay, the first thing we have to do is figure out how many ounces of cheese are on one pizza. So on one pizza, she puts 4 ounces, and she makes 4 pizzas. So 4 ounces times 4 pizzas is 16 ounces. So how many pounds is that? So we were trying to convert 16 ounces equals how many pounds? And there's 16 ounces in a pound, so 16 divided by 16 is 1 pound. One more example. Mr. Harrison's truck has a cargo capacity of about 1/2 metric ton. So first you need to think how many kilograms are in a metric ton. That's right, 1,000. So 1/2 would be 500. Okay, he has 3 containers that each weigh 156, 127, and 149. Will the weight of the containers overload the truck? So let's add them up. 156, 127, 149. Okay, let's add. 6 and 7 is 13. 13 and 9 is 22. 2 and 2 is 5. 2 and 5 is 7. 7 and 2 is 9. 9 and 4 is 13. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 432 kilograms. So his truck won't be overweighted because he can hold 500. Okay, now I want you to practice these on your own. And they'll pause the video. And tomorrow, if you have any questions about this, we'll go over it and be prepared to practice some of it in class when we start class tomorrow. Thank you, and I hope I get to sub again for y'all. Goodbye. All right. Goodbye.